Latest in the Sushant Rajput case, with the ED now writing to the Narcotics Control Bureau seeking details of certain drug-related chats allegedly involving Rhea Chakraborty. So that's the latest coming in this case. Enforcement Directorate has now written to the Narcotics Bureau seeking more details about the drug-related chats. Let me go across to Sandhya, joining us live from outside the DRDO guest house. Sandhya, good morning. At this point, it's interesting that this probe has taken yet another new dimension, expanding into this area of drugs and banned substances. Tell us more about the details that you have accessed on ED writing to the Narcotics Bureau.
Yes, absolutely, Afrida. After ED and CBI, now this drug angle has brought a third central agency in this case. Now we are talking about Narcotics Control Bureau. It was ED who wrote to NCB and mentioned that how during when they were investigating the digital evidences from Rhea's phone, specifically the deleted WhatsApp conversations, they got to know about certain conversations about drugs, about substance use, dealing with drug, using the drug, and ED requested NCB to look into the matter. So now now NCB senior officers are going to conduct a meeting, hold a meeting with regards to this particular input which they have received from ED, and they are going to look into it, whether or not how to investigate, how to go ahead with this. And another thing, Afrida, here as of now, in this case till now, Mumbai's Narcotic Control Bureau unit is yet to get any instructions from its Delhi unit to conduct any investigation as of now, Afrida.
All right. So these kind of drug dealings or any kind of involvement with the narcotic substances obviously is again another level of serious crime. And therefore, like you said, a third central agency is now roped in. Stay with us, Sandhya. More breaking news coming in on this. Rhea Chakraborty's lawyer issues a statement saying Rhea never consumed drugs in her life and that she is ready to take a blood test anytime. So, Sandhya, coming back to you on this, so these are just claims and counterclaims at this point, because after all, the investigating agencies will have to collect evidence and incriminating material to suggest that Rhea Chakraborty was in any way having any kind of dealings with drug cartels. Okay, I have Bhavtosh Singh also joining me now with more information on the latest developments. Bhavtosh, in fact, has just brought us new information in this regard, where senior officials of the NCB are to meet in Delhi today to discuss the ED reference to the Narcotics Bureau. Bhavtosh, good morning. I want you to expand for us the information that you sent us a short while ago about senior officials of the Narcotics Bureau now in a huddle over this case.
Well, in fact, yesterday the Enforcement Directorate sent a reference note both to the Narcotics Control Bureau and also to the Central Bureau of Investigation, explaining that while analyzing the dump data of Rhea Chakraborty's two mobile phones, they have managed to recover some deleted WhatsApp messages which showed her links and dealings with drug dealers and also in dealing in banned substance and narcotics. The WhatsApp chats had, in fact, shown that she was trying to administer some kind of illegal substance or some kind of narcotics in the tea of Sushant Singh Rajput. The family on his part have already said that he was administered with the wrong medicine, which could have led to him slipping into depression. ED had, in fact, given this information to the NCB. NCB has said that they have taken it very seriously, and through video conferencing, the Zonal Director of Mumbai and also Deputy Director Operations here in Delhi will be attending a meeting along with some very senior officials of NCB to discuss as to how they will go about this case, whether they will file a separate FIR in this matter or will take the ED's evidence on record and then start investigation.
Right, Bhavtosh, this is significant because this could again have a bearing on the foul play angle and, of course, on the overall abetment angle. What substances Sushant was consuming, to what extent was it his own volition, or to what extent was he coaxed or cajoled into it? Because then there is that abetment angle also, which the investigating agencies are looking into right now, Bhavtosh.
Afrida, as far as the investigation goes, this has definitely given some kind of lead to the Central Bureau of Investigation before that agency summons Rhea Chakraborty. As of now, the focus of CBI still remains what had happened at the residence of Sushant Singh Rajput on 13th and 14th of June, and that's the reason why Siddharth Pithani and others have been summoned for the fifth time today. These WhatsApp chats and this new evidence that has been shared by ED will also give some kind of a new line of investigation for CBI. Obviously, CBI will now definitely ask about her about the claims and the claims that ED has made, whether these are genuine. Rhea on her part has completely denied this. She is willing to go for a blood test to show that she does not consume drugs. The question is not whether she consumes drugs or not. The question is whether she knowingly or unknowingly supplied some kind of banned substance to Sushant Singh Rajput.
Very interesting. Yes, Bhavtosh, like you rightly pointed out, those links will have to be established. Whether Rhea on her own consumed drugs is a separate issue. That also is, again, to do with the banned substances. But did she in any way make Sushant consume those banned substances? That is the link that Bhavtosh is pointing out is now being probed. We leave it at that. Thanks for joining us, Bhavtosh. We have other inputs again related to this, with Rhea Chakraborty's lawyer now issuing a statement where the lawyer says Rhea never consumed drugs and she's ready to take a blood test anytime. So I was going across, in fact, to Sandhya a short while earlier on this point. Sandhya, this is significant again because a very quick defense coming in from Rhea's side, dismissal of all these claims. What exactly does the lawyer's statement say?
See, it was yesterday night only that Rhea Chakraborty's legal team, his lawyer on her behalf, claimed that Rhea Chakraborty has never consumed any of those, she has never consumed drugs in her entire life, and she is ready for a blood test and other tests, whatever is required, and it can be proved that she has not consumed drugs ever. That's the defense which has come in from Rhea Chakraborty's lawyer. And this is because of the allegations which are made, because of the letter which is written by ED to Narcotics Control Bureau to look into the deleted WhatsApp conversations about Rhea inquiring about the availability of certain drugs. So that clarification has come on that particular allegation, Afrida.
Right, the WhatsApp exchanges that we see, Sandhya, if you can point out for us, where exactly do we see that there could be questions raised in those exchanges, ones that have been revealed so far?
In those WhatsApp conversations, actually, Rhea Chakraborty,
okay, I think we've lost the line.
That's the content of those conversations. In those conversations, it can be seen that Rhea is asking a couple of people about the availability of certain drugs, and that's the point where Rhea can be, if NCB gets involved, if Narcotics Control Bureau gets involved, she can be questioned, because it's not just about weed and hash, it's also the mention of MD drug is also there. So if Narcotics Control Bureau will get involved, Rhea will definitely be questioned, because all these are banned, illegal substance which can bring more trouble to Rhea Chakraborty if she'll be questioned on all those things. And right now a meeting will take place between senior NCB officials to see how to go ahead with this letter which is written by ED to them. Afrida.
Okay, meanwhile, the agencies have also got possession of Rhea's WhatsApp chats. All of that is being scrutinized, I believe, right from 2017. Conversations with regards to drug supply also being identified. We'll have to wait for clarity to come on that. Thanks, Sandhya, for joining us.